So on the weekend, we decided to go to Largs, which is by the water. So we live on the mainland, but Largs is near the water. And there's an island beyond that called Millport that people usually travel to during the summer holidays. So you can go cycling around the small island called Millport or Cumbrae. We decided to go by the sea just for a change. But as soon as we reached the seaside on a sunny day, after many days of rain here in Scotland, we were so happy. It was so peaceful. It was so nice to get a change of scenery. Sometimes we need to get away from what we do on a daily basis, our daily routine and responsibilities. Anyway, so I was about to head in for fish and chips. We got some fish and chips and we sat by the pier and enjoyed ourselves. Is it yummy, Mum? I love these old churches that you can see. I wasn't able to record it, but they had the church bell ringing, which was really beautiful. And then you can see the mountains beyond that. Now, my mum spotted this in the water. Can you see that? Can you see the jellyfish? Can you see the huge lid on top with the little tentacles below it? It's hiding in amongst the seaweed.
Sun is very quick on us.
It's really common when you're by the water to see these sort of palm trees because they've got slightly warmer weather than we do in the mainland. So you can see it in the garden there too. And I love these sort of lights by the pier. It's an old-fashioned kind of traditional thing to do, but they're really pretty because you can take a walk along the walkway even when it's slightly darker outside. Lots of people were doing that with their dogs. These flowers are called thrift. They usually grow in clumps like this. The water beyond the Swan that you'll see in a minute belongs to a local club. So they have remote controlled boats. So it's a boat club that they have as a local community. I thought it was really charming. So you could race these little remote controlled boats around these buoys in the water. It's almost like a race, like a yacht race, if you've seen one of those, or any other race really. But I thought that was really charming. And then right beside that is this wonderful river. It had all these ducks in it. As it was late on in the day, they were beginning to sort of gather together by the riverside. These are rosehip flowers. So after these flowers are pollinated, there's a big bulb that swells up and they become the rose hips that we see. They're usually red in colour and you see them near autumn time. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your visit. It was time for us to head home now. As soon as I got home, I spotted this little guy sitting inside the garden. So he's my neighbour's cat. I think it's a he anyway. This cat is my neighbour's cat. And they usually just come into the garden because there's lots of garden beds. And they have a little sniff round. Mm-hmm. On this day, because it was really sunny, they were trying to hide underneath the car for shade. We were really hungry this day, and so I decided to pull a few things together that I had in the fridge. So I did buy these already cooked chicken breasts that you keep in the freezer and you can defrost and use at your convenience. I got these from Costco. So I've got these tomatoes and I've got a few onion, and I'm going to stuff the chicken breast with some cheese and put it in the oven. And then I'm just going to have that with maybe a side salad or something that I have. Once you stuff them, I've just rubbed the chicken with some herb oil. I use some oregano and olive oil. Then you just put them in the oven until the cheese melts and the chicken warms up. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next video.